Thanks for joining the Snapshot for today, Thursday, July 30th. I hope we can have an outdoor service Sunday. The weather looks like we're going to be able to have a comfortable service with the temperature 10 degrees cooler than last Sunday. You've been good about putting up with the heat and humidity, and I think you'll really enjoy the outdoor service, especially since we can celebrate with kids receiving their first communion. That's at 10 o'clock Sunday at Dr. Martin Luther Church. Or if you can't make it, of course, we encourage you to watch online. Well, yesterday I talked about my new great-grandson, Angelo Romero. And a good friend, longtime friend from Gettysburg, reminded me to say something about his middle name, because Oscar Romero was a beloved Archbishop of San Salvador in the country of El Salvador. San Salvador means Holy Savior, and the country is called the Savior, named that by the conquistadors when they came through Latin America. Excuse me. Well, he was named Archbishop some 43 years ago. And when he was named, people thought he would be a place-keeping Archbishop, keeping everything nice and calm during the civil strife. But after the death of a Jesuit friend of his, suddenly he had a conversion experience. And he began to speak out against the paramilitary right-wing death squads, the social injustice that he saw in El Salvador. And he became what it was called a voice for the voiceless, speaking out for social justice and reform in that country that had extremes of poverty and wealth. And he was a person very popular with the people who were extremely poor. He had a popular radio series. Every Sunday, his sermons would be broadcast as the voice for the voiceless. In those sermons, he spoke out about the death squads. He became the conscience of the nation. He lost his timidity and was able to speak out for, as I said, social justice, human rights, the rights of people who were poverty-stricken. Well, what happened? Well, 40 years ago this year, during the time he was saying Mass at the hospital where he lived, he was living with Carmelite sisters at a cancer hospital. Right during the Mass, while he was holding up the host, he was shot through the heart and killed. It was a horrible, heretical act to kill this wonderful Archbishop during the most important act of worship. But in a way, it was symbolic, because the Eucharist symbolizes Christ's body and blood being given to all people, not just those who were at the top, the upper echelons of society and power and wealth. He is regarded as a beloved saint throughout Latin America, and we commemorate him in the Lutheran calendar of saints that we revere today, 40 years later. We conclude with a hymn for Angelo Romero's namesake. This is from Latin America. When the poor ones who have nothing still are giving, when the thirsty pass the cup, water to share, when the wounded offer others strength and healing, we see God here by our side, walking our way. God bless you today. And thanks for watching this Snapshot. Sorry I didn't have a little great-granddaughter to entertain you.